Hello, this is Final Fight 2 for Super Famicom. I got the Japanese version. I don't know why. So, one difference appears to be, I see on GameFAQs, for instance, they say to get the expert difficulty, you have to beat the game on hard, but I haven't beat the game on hard, and I still have expert, so I think maybe in the Japanese version, expert was just available from the start. I'm going to try it on normal. That's a really good Capcom logo with the sound and all. I mean, you got the flame apparently coming from Hagar's burning anger eyes. And, I guess we'll just go. So, normally I would play my man Hagar, fighting Mayor Hagar, but, Mike Hagar. Maki, I didn't realize that her first playable fighting game appearance was Capcom vs. SNK 2. I always thought I was late on the scene, you know, playing that game, because I had kind of skipped the alpha games, but I should have realized that eventually when I did go back and play most of the alpha games that Maki didn't seem to be in them. I think I was confusing her with that girl with the Tonfa sticks, who's also in CVS 2. Anyway, so yeah, this is where Maki first appears in the Final Fight / Street Fighter universe. So she goes on to some other games later. This is Carlos's first appearance, I believe, or is it Carlos? I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna say Carlos. I've heard that more in my head, maybe. I don't know. And I don't think he has a playable appearance again after this, so that's too bad, maybe. So let's give Carlos his due. Oh, Hong Kong, even. Not just China, Hong Kong. Well, wait, China, oh, that's getting into international politics. Let's say Hong Kong, not China. We've got Capcom signs, so apparently Capcom had an office near the Ryu office in Hong Kong. Maybe we've got some Hong Kong nationalists breaking Chinese dragon things. Is this like it's like a pig device puffing smoke? I don't know what that is. Well, it gave me points, I guess. Senko, it's called. Oh, whoa. I just kind of need him, and he just took it and then hit me. This is Final Fight 2. Final Fight 1 was an arcade game, of course. This game, though, was not an arcade game. It was made specifically for the SNES by Capcom's consumer division, not their arcade division. The hair on that guy. These guys have fancy hairdos. And there's Chun-Li eating noodles, so I guess Chun-Li was in Hong Kong with a cat with a large head. Now that guy, there's a guy like that, dressed like that in the first Final Fight. What's his name here? Shot? I don't remember that name from Final Fight. Oh shoot, Joni. Oh yeah, so there's a couple differences between US and Japanese versions in terms of enemies, and I think we'll see one of them coming up here. Yeah, that's another Capcom sign above the door. We'll also see, I think I read that a certain other Street Fighter 2 character will be showing up in the next stage, so we'll have to keep an eye out. Actually, I've already played some of that stage, and I don't know if I noticed him. The throw, you just move into them and it grabs them. It's actually very grabby as far as the throw goes in this. I don't remember Final Fight. I don't remember it being that easy to grab in the first Final Fight. Oh, sweet, the 2x4. Yes. I just sort of gently poke. What is that? Carlos, what are you doing? Who fights with a 2x4 like that? Ah, well, it's probably for the best. don't know if Carlos really knew how to handle a 2x4. What are these guys doing anyway? Standing around. In fact, you notice that, because I already played through this point because I had my screen ratio set wrong, it turned out. I had it on default setting. So, this is a Super Nintendo or Super Famicom ROM. I dumped the cart. In the past couple weeks, I started accumulating a little cartridge game collection. I had been planning to get because I got in a pre-order for the analog Super NT, the last run of the analog Super NT, which is their FPGA. Oh, that's, you hit both buttons and you do your special move. If it hits somebody, it'll take a load of your health, just like in the first Final Fight, I think, right? I had been thinking I was going to get a analog Super NT, FPGA thing that plays Super Nintendo games, but then it occurred to me that, you know what, I don't actually care about the whole FPGA hardware emulation business. I mean, there's great software emulation of these older consoles these days. What I really wanted was the flexibility of being able to play all kinds of different cartridge games from different systems and, in the emulator of my choice. So that's what I needed, was a cart reader, and it turns out there's this excellent open source cart reader called the Sanni Cart Reader. It's up to version 5, and it can read... I'll have a link to my notes about the cart reader in the description under the video on YouTube. The out-of-the-box kit, so it's an open source device, and people, you can go on GitHub to its GitHub page and get all the schematics and things and all that stuff to, I don't know, I'm not a maker, so I don't know how that works, but fortunately there are people who are, and who make kits of these readers, fully assembled readers that, they buy the publicly accessible parts and 3D print parts and put it all together and sell it as a kit fully assembled on eBay. This one even came with the correctly formatted and prepared SD card, which goes into a little SD slot on the reader, and a USB power cord. And so all I really had to do was plug the thing in, set the voltage to the correct setting for the whatever type of cart I was dumping, plug the cart into the correct slot on the reader, turn the power on, click the knob, and select a dump cart, and it would usually just auto detect the cart, the game, and then you just say, yeah, dump it, and it names it itself. Names the ROM itself and puts it on the SD card for you. It's amazing. So, and then you can go play it in the emulator of your choice. Now, of course, these days you can just download whatever ROMs you want on the internet, but that's actually software piracy. Not that anybody really cares about that, but for some reason I do. So I'm just playing my own ROMs that I dumped from my own cartridges. I guess that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing here anyway. Yeah, so this morning I was so excited after I got the cart reader. I went and dumped all the cartridges of it I have so far, it was 9 cartridges, so I dumped a Game Boy cartridge, which dumped like instantly. Ooh, that was timely. Heck, barbecue. Okay. I dumped an NES cartridge, which the NES ones are a little slightly trickier. They don't necessarily auto-detect. I had to scroll through the list of NES games and select the correct game name and region from the list. It's not hard. And then it dumped it perfectly. Then I dumped a N64 ROM. That one took maybe a minute. Okay, so this female presenting character here is Mary. apparently what I read is that Mary, along with another woman we'll see later, was removed from, or was replaced, they were replaced by male characters in the US version. I didn't see anything that said why that was the case, but I did see something that was saying it was similar to how Poison and Roxy, I think it was, were removed from, the US version of the first Final Fight or whatever. Like, Capcom didn't think it would be cool to have male characters beating up women, or is that what it was? I don't know what it was, actually. But apparently the same thing happened here. And of course, in the first Final Fight, that started the whole thing about Poison and what is Poison's actual gender, because, you know, well, it was actually because Capcom Japan said something about, I may have this completely wrong, but I think it was, didn't they said something like, Poison is not a woman because, you know, we wouldn't be attacking women, so it's a man just dressed like a woman or something like that, which started all kinds of stories about Poison, and who knows. So, whoever they are, they're here presenting as women, whereas in the US one, and they're replaced by definitely male-looking characters. Ow! Oh, and Wan here, the boss, oh shoot, that was dumb, is the other different character. So Wan, I think I read two different things, or I didn't read the first one clearly, but I think what they did is they took his cleaver away or something in the US version. I think he might still be in it, but anyway, they took his cleaver away, or maybe they replaced him. I think I read two things that sounded kind of contradictory, but they changed him somehow in the US version. But in this original Japanese version, he's this huge hulking guy with those sweet skull shoulder tattoos and a cleaver here in Hong Kong. Look at those pointy shoes he's got. Oh, the bunny hops, trying to fake me out, Wan. Also, one of the things I read called him Wong. Maybe his name is spelled Wong in the US version? I don't know. So yeah, the Sanni Cart Reader is super sweet. I mean, just amazing. Just how well it worked and how easy it was to use, really. Now I can run this, and I'm running in the Mesen emulator, which is super awesome. I finally figured out how to get the correct NTSC frame rate, or not frame rate, aspect ratio, because I had forgotten about that earlier. So it's not, the thing is, which I think is often overlooked these days, and I overlooked it a lot, is that these games that were made, you know, before HD TVs were playing at broadcast resolutions on televisions, analog televisions, and those analog televisions did not have perfectly square pixels like we're used to on HD screens. NTSC pixels are slightly wider. I think it's like a ratio of 10 to 9 or something like that. NTSC pixels are slightly wider than they are tall. So the actual aspect ratio of a game made for NTSC, and I think PAL has a similar wide aspect ratio, not perfectly square, but some other slight aspect. Hey, shoes, worth points. So if you don't set it to, so if you leave it on default for like the Mesen emulator, the image comes out narrow, and like I was wondering why all the characters just looked kind of skinny. And I finally thought, wait a second, maybe it's an aspect ratio thing. That was after I had already recorded like 20 minutes of me playing this game, but that's okay, I guess, that's okay. So I think this is about as far as I got, actually. Okay, so keep an eye out for another Street Fighter 2 character. I hope we didn't miss him already. Good sound effects in this game too, just big beefy sounds. It's actually kind of amazing. Oh, there's the other female presenting character, Eliza, who is replaced by a dude. Or a dude-looking dude, you know, in the US version, apparently. But yeah, the whole NTSC aspect ratio thing, and we're so used to it now, of playing all these old emulated versions of these old games, like in the console ports and stuff. A lot of console ports totally ignore the NTSC aspect ratio thing as well, and they just assume the original pixels, or they present the original pixels as if they were emulating the original pixels. I mean, as if those original pixels were perfectly square like you get on HD TVs these days, but that is not how they were. They were slightly wider than they were tall, so the whole image was slightly wider than it was tall. Slightly wider than you would think if you were thinking of it in terms of perfectly square pixels that we have these days. So you have to basically widen it slightly, and that's what a good emulator will do if you set it to the correct aspect. It's interesting. So those guys came on just immediately in flanking positions. They don't actually... So I guess they just spawn as flank positions. They don't have to try to run around you so much. Like you see a lot of beat 'em ups where the characters are just desperate, like in some Double Dragon games, for instance, where they'll just desperately try to run. One character will try to run around to the back of you so they can be annoying and surround you and cause you problems. But in this, they don't really try that. They just, the level designers set them to spawn on either side of you. Oh man, that fence was really crunchy. There's Mary. Man, the sound effects are really good. See, I never had a Super Nintendo. I'm not used to the Super Nintendo sound chip. Oh, it's Andor. Or is it supposed to be Andre? This bull guy is also from the first Final Fight, isn't he? Or he's from something, or is it Captain Commando? Oh wait, that's not Bull, that's Elic? Hey. So here we are in France, right? I think that's what it said at the beginning. Yeah, here we have some French sign or something. Oh shoot. Man, those Atlas guys have just huge chests. Oh, dang. That was a heck of a jump in. And now we're getting some... Oh my gosh. Gush? Eliza being mean with those stilettos. Stiletto heels. Boots? I don't know what I'm talking about. Chun-Li Guile? What is Chun-Li in French? I don't think that's a French word. Oh, aeroport to Chun-Li Guile. I don't know what Chun-Li is. Dang it, Andor. Or G Andor. It's probably some food sitting right in this game. Oh, it's a 2x4. Yeah. So Carlos... Oh, heck. Just as well. Carlos attacks really weirdly with that 2x4. Dang it, Andor. No. Oh, my gosh. Andor just brutalizing me. Wow, yeah, I just lost 2/3 of my fresh life right there. Hey. The last time I played Final Fight was in, there's a Final Fight, and was it Black Tiger or something like that? Compilation on PS3. It's a Western-made compilation, and I really I really didn't like playing through it. But I don't think it's because it was bad emulation or anything, really. I think it's just, like, it just felt very cheap in terms of how it spawned people in on you and stuff, and I just got really tired of it by the end. Very cheap and overly repetitive. So I hope I end up with a better impression of 2 here. Oh yeah, and so, I'm trying to remember all the stuff I talked about in the aborted recording I did on the wrong aspect ratio. So I got Final Fight 2, which is this one. Instead of, there's also a Final Fight 3 that came out on Super Nintendo. Attention. Wait, that's not attention, that's just attention in English. I got 2 instead of 3. I was thinking I would just get 1, give it a shot, one of the games, I mean. And, first, you know, you kind of automatically think, well, get the latest one, that's got to be the best one, right? And I think that might be part of the reason why that one's more expensive. 3 is way more expensive than 2, so that was... 3 is actually, I think it's about $100. Loose, just a loose cartridge, maybe even more than that. And based on my recent play of Final Fight 1, I didn't really feel like spending $100 on a Final Fight game. So it does have some differences. 3 does change the gameplay up slightly from what I've seen and read. So here in 2, you've still only got, oh yeah, meat, barbecue on a stick, barbecue on a bone. Here in 2, you've still only got an attack button, a single attack button, and a jump button. That's all you've got to work with. I'm not sure how many buttons 3 is, but you have at least the addition in 3 of special, or super moves, actually. You get a super meter, like a Street Fighter 2 style, a Street Fighter 2 Turbo, or no, what's the last Street Fighter 2 revision? Street Fighter 2, whatever the last one is. God, I can't believe I can't remember that. Where that's Street Fighter 2 got super meters. It's pretty much those style of super. It's just a little tiny bar down in the lower corner. And once it's filled up after you've been attacking people, I think, or I don't know. Oh, is that might be Guile? Is that Guile? The hair isn't big enough. Did I miss Guile? I don't know if I did. Oh no, there's Guile, the one on the left in that second garage, right there. He's tiny. But I think that's meant to be Guile. I mean, that hair is kind of unmistakable. I love how big this boss guy is. Look at this guy. Oh, shoot. So yeah, hi Guile. So Guile's at an air base in France or something? So 3 adds a Final Fight 3, which I think was called Final Fight Tough in Japan. Adds a super... Dang it, Freddie. Adds a super meter, and I just, was not impressed by the super meter. Don't really feel the need to have a super move in Final Fight. And it was just flashing when it was ready to go. I didn't like the flashing. I think the move itself was probably kind of flashy. I don't remember much about that, but yeah, just was not excited about the super move addition in 3. So I thought, well, I'll just get 2. I think I got this Japanese version. I think the Japanese version was slightly less expensive than a US cart. I think it was about $20. Maybe not counting shipping. But for a Super Nintendo game, that's downright pretty darn cheap, especially for like a Capcom game. Break car. Oh, I get a different type of stick to break it with if I want. It's got a Mitsubishi logo on the front. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. why is everything so tiny? I'm a giant compared to this car. The whole, like, ground plane perspective is messed up, but Final Fight 1 had that problem, too. Look at these huge dents I put in the thing. It's nuts. This tiny little whatever the heck that was. These weird-looking crows. Oh, we're in Holland now, okay. Wait, was that the Dutch flag? I don't know. I'm bad. What is this? Is this mines? I don't think I want to step on those. Somebody, you step on one. Yeah, okay. Look at this weird... Is this what the Japanese developers at Capcom's consumer division thought that Holland looks like? This is grim. It's this weird, like, medieval landscape. I'm kind of glad this game only has 2 buttons, so I don't know if... I mean, like I said, I never had a Super Nintendo or a Super Famicom, and, oh, shoot! Oh, they're all going up. Wow! I'm not sure I'm prepared to handle all the additional buttons a Super Famicom or Super Nintendo has. You know, oh, that guy's gonna hit him mine. Like, that was... So, my brother and I, or our family, my parents got us, whatever it was, we had an NES. We got one late, like, for a while... When I was in middle school, well, we were the same age, my brother and I, we were just desperately trying to hang out with our friends who had NES consoles so we could play Super Mario Brothers. That was, I think, mainly what I wanted to play in the early days of the NES there. And, but eventually we got one. Our own. I mean, all we had was a Commodore 64 for a long time. Eventually, our parents got an NES in the house, and I could play all the Super Mario Brothers I wanted and so forth. Although I don't know, like, I don't remember really. I don't think I was one for just like constantly playing through Super Mario Brothers. I mean, I liked Super Mario 1, 2, and 3, or at least I've always told myself I did, but I don't think I actually played through them. Maybe I remember playing 2 a lot, kind of. But like 3, I think I only got to the end of 3 a few times, and I didn't really know what to do with myself. All those airships seemed not very welcoming. I didn't like the airships at the end of Super Mario 3. Oh, this music got weird. Oh, wow. Lobster. That's what we eat in Holland. But still, I did like the NES in general. Like, I remember being so excited when I saw publicity screenshots for Mega Man 2 and just these gigantic sort of animated cartoon-like sprites. Or at least it was shown in the screenshots. And I was just... Or maybe that was on the back of the box when I was at the store with my dad at local Fred Meyer store in the electronics section, and looking at the pictures on the back of the box, I was like, Dad, I gotta get this game. It looks like a cartoon. I was just amazed. So stuff like that. I liked a lot of stuff on the NES, and... I think it was my brother... Well, my brother ended up getting a Super Nintendo, but maybe I first saw one somewhere else, but wherever I saw it, I was very not into it. I think I saw Super Mario World on a Super Nintendo, and I was just like, it's got too many colors. It's got too many colors and too many buttons, and was that one where Mario was talking? He had a voice now, and that weirded me out. I didn't like his voice. I didn't like how everything was kind of smoothed out with all the colors and rounded. Everything was all really cutesy looking. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. Everything about the Super Nintendo that was different from the NES just turned me off big time. So I never really played the NES, the Super NES much. I think like I went to college, and at some point, maybe while I was at college, my brother got a Super Nintendo or something. Because he liked playing like Final Fantasy games, and I remember watching him play. I must have been before that, because I remember, because I didn't sit around watching him play games once I'd gone to college or was there on summer breaks. It was when we were younger, and I must have been just watching him play like Final Fantasy 3, I guess it was, in the States. But yeah, I was never really tempted to play Super Nintendo myself. So I missed games like this. Oh, nothing in it? Dang. They're just mean here in Holland. I need that lobster. I didn't eat the lobster before. Just send it back to me now. Gosh dang it, those guys are messing me up too. No. Shoot. I can't get these guys right. I will say that this game is very solid. They did a very solid job, and it doesn't feel cheap like the first one did a lot. The arcade one. I never played the Super Nintendo Final Fight, for that matter. Just the arcade version, or whatever other ports I might have had. Was there an NES Final Fight? I don't think there was. Was there? I know I've played it on GBA. And I had it on PS2. They've brought Final Fight out on everything. But yeah, so far this just feels like just a good, solid thing where you beat people up. Except for Ondor. Ondor was being mean to me earlier. Oh, look at that triple jump kick. Triple hits, I mean. Oh, shoot. Oh. Shoot. No, I didn't even mean to do that. I just got mad, started mashing the buttons. Finally. Man, the sound effects have this really interesting reverb or something on them. The punching sounds, I mean. Okay, we'll just flip down to the sewer. Ah, jeez. I think maybe one of the facts I was looking at said this game had 8 stages. It seems like a lot. Maybe it will start to feel repetitive. Oh. Oh, see, now that guy whizzed out to flank me. Ah, see, he's doing it again. He's a flanker. Dang it. Okay, yeah, do that to yourself. Oh, wow. Thanks. Thanks for the assist, flame guy. Oh, shoot. That was awesome. Look at this guy. What's he doing? What's with the red manacles? Dang it. These bosses are very standoffish. Oh, and then they jump in like that, though. From off screen. No, don't stand next to them when they're getting up. It feels so much easier to throw people in this final fight. At least, oh wow. Carlos is very grabby. Just very easy to pick people up, huck them. And the bosses are not really that tough aside from that jump in they do. Ah, jeez. Of course, when I say that, he starts jumping in on me. Oh, murdered. Oh, Frankenstein. Oh yeah, I haven't even started reducing his health yet. I kept seeing other health bars getting low and I thought that was him. It's like you have to take out all their little minions before they start. Oh shoot! This guy's kind of mean. I love this guy's look. Those big boots he's got. Oh. With the little folded over tops. Ah, gee, oh no. Okay, I have 6 credits. That's a good number. Hopefully that'll be enough. So I'm playing on oh, that's still empty. Playing on normal. Wonder how much easier it would be on easy. I looked and there's very few cheat codes in this game. There's one you can enter that makes it so you can have 2 characters who are the same. You can have player 1 and player 2 be the same character, and once you enter this code, one of them will just have an alternate color palette or something. But I think that's about... Was there one other thing that I can't remember right now? Anyway, that's about it as far as the cheat codes go. There are, I guess it must be like Game Shark cheat codes or whatever the heck it is, like these alphanumeric codes that you enter somewhere. And the Mesen emulator actually has a database of those and can emulate the whatever it is, Game Shark or whatever cheat codes. So I think in those there's like a invulnerability cheat and other stuff like that, but I don't want to resort to that kind of thing. If I can't beat the thing, I can't beat it, and I'll just have to get good. Oh man, Ondor! Okay, I'm not gonna go near him. There's flanky guy. No! Dang it! I let him get in. I let myself get distracted by flanker. Ah, oh, stop it. Elias. That's interesting though, how it's definitely that one guy who does the flanking maneuver. Did I just gain a man? Did I hit 90,000 and gain a life? Ah. I'm gonna need it if I did. Shoot! Eliza! Arg. Oh Oh, he's a flanker. He was just colored different and I didn't recognize him. Yeah, get those guys. Yeah, get yourself. Oh, man. Okay, so... Oh! So while his health bar is green, I can't really hurt him, I don't think. I gotta kill these guys. I do love throwing people into other people. I mean, that's something that all beat 'em up should let you do. Like, what was it? Was it... Oh, yeah, it was, I've played, like, 3 versions of Double Dragon 2 so far. I say so far because I may have another one on the way. The arcade version... Oh, wow! The PC Engine CD-ROM version, and oh no, no, Carl, shoot, and the NES version. I love that downward punch when he jumps in sometimes of Double Dragon 2, so he's still not vulnerable. There we go. And in the well, probably in the arcade version, I actually don't remember. Dang it, how the heck do you avoid that? I think you just don't put yourself in that vertical from him position. At least in the, I know in the PC Engine version of Double Dragon 2, you can throw enemies into other enemies, and it's cool. And then after that I played... Oh no, I hate... Stop it. I played the NES version after that, which was actually the wrong order, because the PC Engine version was based on the NES version. But anyway, I played them out of order, so I was playing the NES version after the PC Engine version. I'm getting too excited and slamming my words together. And in the NES version, you can't throw characters into other characters in Double Dragon 2 NES version. So that was sad. England, 8 p.m., I guess. Okay. This big foreground sign. Still nothing. Ooh. Dang it, I got piped. Wait a second, that music almost sounded like something. Actually, one of the wikis I think I was reading about this game said it had a riff of something. A couple of them. Wait, that's Spy Hunter. It wasn't Spy Hunter, was it? Oh, some of these guys have really fancy hairdos. Like that guy had cornrows. Not to mention, is that supposed to be a scar or chest hair? The Atlas is sporting. Dang it, I got piped again. You and your flanking ways, Elliot. This music is just noodling around all over. That wasn't redundant or anything. Dang it. Circus? Uh-oh. Why do I think that some creature is going to come busting out of that? Oh my gosh, the jump in from the girls. Oh. No. Is it big old rumble down in the train yard. See, it's that sneaky acceleration from Ondor that kept catching me, because you think you've got time to do something. Then he suddenly accelerates and you find you can't jump kick fast enough. Oh, I'm not even hurting him. What the heck? Finally. Oh, that's gonna take forever. Dang, he's got so much health. What the heck? Nice try, jerk. Finally. Oh. Sweet. Oh, I got piped again. We get the old train level, and I just can't stop those guys. Silly tuning fork thing. No. Oh. Oh, cool. Ah, the pipe. Duh. Nice try, girl. Oh, man. It's Ondor Jr. Ah! Wow. It was eerie. Look at that cityscape in the background. Oh. Like that greenish yellow palette on it. Kind of amazing. It reminds me of Batman Returns or something. It's just another SNES beat 'em up. Come to think of it, I was thinking of the movie. Or maybe I was thinking of the screenshots of the beat 'em up. Hey, I gained a person, maybe? I hit 11... Well, 11... I hit 1 million, maybe, I don't know. Oh. I like how the music just noodles around again. Oh my gosh. Ah. Oh, whoa, that one just disappeared. Jeez. Those guys certainly spice things up. Whoa. Hello. Philippe, holy moly, that freaks me out. Friggin' clown. He's invulnerable. So I'm not sure if, like, I guess different games might do it different, but there's a lot of games that do the thing where the boss has a different colored health meter at the beginning and you can't hurt him for a while. But I don't know if it's just like, do I have to? Oh, see, I think it's just I have to hit him a certain number of times. Anyway. Ah, God. Oh my gosh, Philippe. Is it a French clown in London? Ah, the stick. Oh, I killed him already? Oh. Okay, good. But wow, the train sound. I actually don't think your health refills at the start of a new level, does it? Oh, bonus drum? What? Dang it, what? This is weird. No. Italy. So I guess Japan is set to one that's left. On that map, anyway. Why does the water look so weird in Italy? Looks like pea soup. Why is there so much water? The floodgates have given way. Of course, I don't think they had floodgates in Venice back then, did they? I don't remember. Got this really fancy floodgate system now. Man, these framing pillars are a little distracting. Ah, ooh, good. Just smoothly whip the dagger at him. I like this weird, illegible graffiti. Ah! Shoot. Blah. Jump down to the drain pipes again. What? That's weird. Ah! Is that an on-door? Oh, shoot. It's an on-door and a Mary. On-door Junior. Sweet. Ah. I guess I was leaving out Final Fight Guy. I forgot about that. I didn't look up Final Fight Guy for NES or Super NES. Because what was it, like the original SNES Final Fight didn't have 2-player co-op or something, or no, maybe it didn't. Anyway, it didn't have Guy in it from the arcade version, so they had to make an improved version called Final Fight Guy that had Guy in it. But he ain't in this one. Where's Final Fight 2 guy? Oh, look at these weird people. Oh, gosh, dang it. What? She's here again. Oh, these clone riders are freaking me out. Ooh. Oh, hi. Shoot. No. Dang it. This music just definitely does not really care where it's going. It just goes, wanders around. Listen to that. It's like somebody riffing the whole time. Man, what's with these electrified tuning forks anyway? Got a big old car battery on his belt. Oh, I just walked right into that. Guess I'm dead. 3 of them, what the heck? Look at my big old vest. So they tie me up and put me in rising water. Oh wow, I just continued right here though, that's awesome. And then obviously I just escaped promptly. Oh my gosh. Oh no, I can't handle that. Oh my gosh, it goes vertically as well as... Ah! Wow. Sheesh, that was so sad. It just hit me every time. It's just free. Oh no. Yeah, it didn't work out either. Oh, it's a good thing he just moved in circles for me. Why did it throw him that way? Don't know. Okay. Wow. That killed him already. Oh, shoot. What the heck? Oh, man. Oh, man, more. Just break that, whatever it was. Let's jump down here. Oh, up there. Oh. Oh, get the meat. Yes. I'll just poke people daintily with my 2x4. Have at thee. Oh no. The 2x4 stayed. No, it's gone now. Oh, it's the old elevator set piece. It's the weirdest looking elevator, man. Break it. He just shattered an elevator door. Oh, that's awesome. Oh yeah, Rolento's here, and he's just named Rolent. Oh no. I can't even see him moving. Oh god. Oh, this sucks. Jeez. Stop shuffling around like that. Oh, he's tiny like everybody else, though. It's like they drew all the enemies thinking that the game was going to be on one scale. And then the player characters got drawn at a larger scale. Stop it, except for the bosses, and maybe they rescaled the bosses too. Although Rolento's a boss, he's tiny. I don't know what I'm talking about then. Ah, my goodness. Oh yeah, you can't spawn camp a boss. I tried it though. Oh. Nope. That still doesn't work. Of course, you can't let him out of your sight because then he'll just come in instantly from off screen with no warning. It's not trending well. Oh shoot! Well, I finally took some. Oh my gosh! Please tell me he can blow himself up. I don't think he can blow himself up. There's no warning when those explode. They don't flash or anything first. That hurt a lot. No, jump back too soon. Oh, shoot. Oh, man. I gotta do this fight again. That took a whole continue just about. Alright. Thing is, you only get like single hits on him in this part. He just falls down immediately. No. Oh, there we go. No. Oh no. No, murdered. Sheesh. Sheesh. Dang it. Wow. Arg. Ooh. Nope, tried to spawn camp him. Ooh. Shoot. Just start with the grenades already. Is he not not gonna do the... Must be coming up soon. Yep. No. I'm dead. Urgh. Dang it. Oh no, I jumped back too soon. Ah, I got him to dump them all in the corner and then I went back. Hey, 3 hits. Oh, slow down. Oh. Oh my gosh, why? Oh, Rolento. Jeez. He just took so many hits. I'm gonna have to play it on easy. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Not at this rate. It's... $11:30 p.m. Oh shoot. Who wants some mines? Ah. Yeah, hit the other ones. Dang it. Yeah, weird rain. The rain's just hanging in the air and color cycling. Yeah, flank back that way. Not that way. Oof. Oh. Oh no. Wow. Man, that one went fast. Oh, I thought it was scrap shot. They got all this bamboo here in Japan. Ugh. Oh, how did he... There you go. Oh, what? Oh my gosh. God. There went that life. Atlas. Dang it. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Yeah, go down there. Good. Yeesh. Garg. This greenery. Oh no. Yep, perfect timing. Dang it. Oh no, this is where Andor trashes me. Ooh, what? No. Sheesh. Hey. Oh, this is getting very vertical. Uh-oh. Shoot. Oh, wow. Oh, frog. Dang it. So you can spawn camp most of the non-bosses, but maybe not Atlas. Just bear hugged me. Hey. Hey. Ooh. No. I did it. I thought I was going to have to use my special to get out of that, and then I didn't have to, and then I was still just keyed in on draping my fingers over it, and they just let them droop onto the buttons, and they fired it off. Look at this weird fence. This flat bamboo fence. Oh. Oh my gosh. Shoot. Sheesh. Wow. Oh, I'm getting busted up. Yeah. Oh my gosh. These guys aren't even hurt, really. I'm gonna meet in an Andor sandwich. Oh. Look at that wide hit range. Ah, she got away. Dang it, stay on screen, Ondor. Stay on screen where I can spawn camp you. Oh, please have some food. Please have a big Dutch lobster. Oh. Good waste of a knife. Jeez. So come on. Uh-oh. Joni. God. Just full of affection. Oh, man. Why? I only have one credit left. Get my cool knife. Gained a man at 190... Wait, 1.9 million, I guess? These guys aren't very effective on their own because they all just skate around me. They need somebody not skating around me. Shoot! Uh-oh. Oh no, another one. Oh, two more, I think. Oh my gosh. Of course, these games are always limited. See, I got impatient by how many enemies they'll spawn in at a time because it would run into hardware problems. So you kill one and just more can then come in. Jeez. Just lots of enemies there. I love the animation where you sort of kick them once close range and then throw them over your, sort of half over your shoulder. Oh my gosh, that sucks. No. It's extra insulting when they manage to swat you out of the air with their electrified tuning forks when they aren't even electrified. It just looks so ridiculous. Ooh, he almost got me. Yeah, that downward punch jumping in is pretty sweet. Ah. Oh. There's probably some cadence you can hit certain characters and they'll just get hit repeatedly. Piped. Hey. Hey, watch it. Uh-oh. Oh, it's the lightning stage. You always gotta have one. No. Jeez, you guys. They always sound so surprised. No, I turned my back on him. It's just, what was that? Hey. Ooh. Those Joni and Atlas guys have this kind of kata they go through, and if you run into it while they're doing it, you just get hit. Oh, wow, just right through me. Wait a second, there was some kind of... Whoever Flick is had an invulnerable health meter for a moment. Of course, there are different characters to try playing through with. I suppose if I can't quite get through with Carlos, I could try on normal. I could try Hagar or Maki. That lightning flash stuff actually looks pretty good on the background. Not that I approve of its shocking my eyeballs, but at least it looks good while it's doing it. Hey! Is that suit of armor gonna stand up and be what's his face? Uh-oh. Oh, he missed. Kind of. Be Shaman. Wait, no, that's not the, that's the Darkstalker's character. Shoot. I knew that was not gonna keep working. Oh, wow. Huh, he didn't keep doing his thing. Oh, of course. I'm wasting all my health after I ate the meat. Shoot. Break everything. Ugh. Are those guys Well, they're not dead. Good. Oh, wow, this person's creepy. Ah! Oh! Ow! Nice clogs, man. Oh. Got clogged. This character is so... I don't know. What do you call it? They're just so strongly drawn. Ah! Not quite sure about his pattern yet. It's a little confusing. Bunny hops. Oh, see, I don't know how to read that coming out. This guy looks awesome, man. Ooh. I have to say the boss designs in this game are pretty good, just visually. It's not even on his real health bar yet. Ooh. Oh, see, I just don't know. Oh. I think that's what he does if you're too close when he wakes up. At least he doesn't do jump-in kicks. So far. Oh, wow, I don't know how that didn't hit me. Well, there you go. Okay, this is his... start eating your quarters phase. Ugh. Oh, no, jeez. Wow. These bosses have a little too much health. It just gets a little long. Oh my gosh. I'm hanging around too long, getting frustrated. I haven't even started taking it down yet. His real health bar, come on. Weird. He's got a weird pattern. Well, that's my last continue. Weird. Ah, what? Dang it. Oh, wow. Jeez. No, I'm going in too fast. Gotta be patient, but I'm so annoyed with this guy. It's a long, long fight, and I just can't last it out. And I don't quite understand his pattern. Oh, shit. Ooh. Oh no. It's into a kick. Sheesh. Dang it, will you start getting hurt, please? Oh no, now he's getting me out of the air. Well, just jump right through me, why don't you? These fights are too long. Oh, there's your health bar. They time it this way. Like with your lives, with your last lives, you finally start to work them down. It's my last continue, man. I'm not gonna make it. Because this can't be the last boss. Oh. Just yeah. Maybe it is though, because those kidnapped people, but that's only round 6. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's because I wasn't playing on expert. Maybe there's more stages on it. I know there's a different ending on expert. I saw that in the fact. Well, okay, I did make it. That was my last, or second to last life there. Hyper Mickey. I haven't heard of Hyper Benji. Hyper Mickey I've seen in credits from Capcom before. Not these other names, though. Bun Bun. Bun Bun's an awesome name. It's what I call one of the rabbits in my backyard sometimes. Ushi. This chilled out, super chilled out credit music. Wow, short credits though. That's impressive. Okay. Now, I also read that there's different end screens here in the US version. Like they go on more about trying the higher difficulty or something. Shoot, well, they actually, I mean, for my weak skill level, they actually balanced that pretty well. It came pretty close. It felt long. Those later bosses just have their health bars are so stubborn. Challenge the other mode. I mean, it sounds like it should be saying difficulty level, but it says mode. That's kind of weird. Is this music looping or is it just gonna end? I don't want to skip it because I kind of like it, but I have a feeling it's looped already and I just didn't really notice. Look at Hagar's weird boot / knee pad things. Kind of like ski boots. Except I guess it's just, he's got boots and then he's got this like shin and knee protectors on over him. Got kicked in the knee one too many times and got sick of it. Or in the shin. Carlos's whole tippy toe stance. Where's Maki? I mean, she was there right at the end for a second. She didn't hang around to pose. This music's just cruising. Hagar's tiny, tiny legs. That massive torso. Where the heck do you get pants like that with a single gigantic suspender? Do you have to go to the Mayor store? Mayor Army Surplus store. Alright, I'm gonna have to do something. It's such adorable music, though. Alright. Oh man, I love that. That sounds so good. It doesn't look like he's... because the glass is shattering behind the guy. Like, I think it's supposed to be him punching the boss from the first final fight out of the boss's, you know, penthouse window. But the window is already, like, pre-shattered behind the guy. So it looks like the guy's coming through the window at Cody. Cody's on fire. Oh, no. So I guess that was him. That was the guy I just beat up with his pink hair. Those are the two people he kidnapped. So maybe I was misremembering or misreading it. Maybe it is 6 stages. But you do, supposedly there is some different ending screens on the expert difficulty. These fancy handset phones they have. There's Maki with her ninja shirt. Ninja webbing. Hagar with his harshly horizontal tie stripes. Look at those see, he's got normal double suspenders there, but see now he goes into battle, it's just down to one massive thick suspender. Look at Carlos's chin, man. That's impressive. The mullet hair. Oh man, the eyes. It's hilarious. So it's on fire. It's a fiery tube, but then it turns into like a steel tube that could not have been on fire. It's a little weird. Anyway, that was a normal difficulty. So there's 2 harder difficulties to do. I don't want to. That's too tough. But I do want to play through as Hagar, that's for sure, and I want to play through as Maki. It's a beefy game, man. And it just gets to the point where it's just getting a little... It's really just those last 2 bosses have a little too much health for comfort's sake. It does start to feel like it's a little too much of hitting them and not seeing their health actually decrease. And you're low on lives, and you're just, man, come on, come on. Like who? Well, like Rolento is. Oh, I think. Well, Rolento. It's Rolento's bombs that really mess you up if you get hit. Ooh. Well, it's just a beefy feeling game though. And I would say I like that way better than the arcade Final Fight original. So Hagar is over 6.5 feet high, over 6'6", so he's like, what, 6'7", 6'8"? 266 IBs, whatever those are. Carlos, I wonder if that's his weight, counting his sword. He's a pretty lightweight guy. I want to see what Maki handles like. She's kind of tiny. Okay, jab. Kind of awkward jump kick. Oh, there you go. Whoa. She's very grabby also, which is good. Oh, wait. Showing off a lot of rear end when she does that kick. Guess that's why she's popular. Look at these jabs, though. That's pretty good. She's got shin pads, too. There they are. Those look more like the shin pads I wore for soccer when I played soccer on the local community soccer kid team. Wait, were we this? I think we were the Skywalkers or something. Good thing LucasArts never heard about us. Look at that pipe. Just smoke coming out both sides. That guy there blowing on his noodles. I'm not even paying attention. Poor Maki's getting hugged to death by Bull. Or no, I guess it was the other guy. Okay, let's see what her special move is. Oh yeah, she has she does that move in I guess it was probably SVC2. Or CBS2, sorry. There was no SVC2. Well, that's a pretty good game. I would have to say this is $20 well spent. And I still haven't even played on with the other two characters through the default difficulty, and then there's the harder difficulties. Pretty good game. At least I enjoyed the first playthrough with Carlos. Wait, did that just say Duncan or can, or what did that say? The name of the can. The can had a name. I love the little portraits you get of the bad guys above their name in the top. It's awesome. Kind of little sepia tone portraits. See, if I had seen this game first for a Super Nintendo instead of Super Mario World, I think I would have been much more interested in Super Nintendo. It only uses 2 buttons. The characters are not all cutesified, super deformed things. They don't have goofy cartoon voices. I mean, I was a huge fan of Double Dragon by that time. This would have been a number of years after Double Dragon, of course. It's a very quick jump kick, feels like. It's such a silly looking move. Oh, you do lose health if you hit a crate with your special move. Alright, well, I'm not going to play through with Maki right now. Look at that pose. But, we'll have to do that at some point. So, currently, I have, well, I was going to say 8 other cartridge games that I have obtained and have dumped already to, with my Sanni Cart Reader. One of those is a Super Game Boy, so that's not really its own playable thing. So I guess that means currently I have 8 other cartridge games to fire up, and I have more coming. I think I have 7 or so more on their way. And that was kind of all the cartridge games I could come up with from the 8-bit and 16-bit and however many bits. How many bits is the N64 supposed to be? 32? From those eras of cartridge consoles. I guess not counting Neo Geo. I suppose Neo Geo carts are just too darn big to stick on this dumper. I do have a Neo Geo. I would kind of enjoy dumping my one surviving Neo Geo cart, which is the King of Fighters 2000. But I actually already have a commercial or a legally obtained ROM of KOF 2000, because if you get that Humble Bundle, if you get the KOF 2000 from the Humble Bundle that you can get from, I think you can get it both from GOG and from Steam, at least, something like that. I have a video on that. You can just install it, and then the ROM's right there, and the Neo Geo System ROM as well, I think. And you just run those in whatever emulator you want. So now all my cartridge games, well, no, okay, so all those cartridge games I have ROMs that I can play in an emulator of instead. And actually, KOF 2000 plays really well in MAME. So if my Neo Geo ever kicks a bucket, I will not feel like I'm really missing out playing 2000 in MAME. Yeah, I do have a video on MAME KOF 2000 in my channel library. So I guess the only other cartridge games I still have, I used to have a bunch of Game Boy, and do I have any Game Boy Color games still? Maybe a few color games, and then I had a bunch of GBA games, but I sold all of them when I moved a couple years ago. I had to reobtain a few of them that I think I want to play again. One of those is not here yet, and it was the most expensive game I've bought of these cartridge games. It was a GBA game. Some of the GBA games are ridiculous, but I kind of had to have it. That should be here early next week, so should a bunch of other stuff. But so I do have, I never sold when I moved. I still didn't sell my my Neo Geo Pocket Color. Well, and Pocket. I've got a couple Pocket game collection. I got a bunch of those games. I can't really play most of them anymore because they're super flashy graphically, and I've had migraine trouble with that kind of thing, so I don't want to try to play those. I haven't had a bad problem with that in the last, knock on wood, in the last 2 months-ish, so that's been good. I keep thinking maybe someday I won't have that problem anymore. I won't be straining my eyeballs. I'll figure all that out, and then I'll be able to go back to playing all these flashy old SNK and whatever games, but I guess that's why I've kept these games around, those games, and a bunch of old... Well, I still have my PC Engine collection, which I almost 99% can't play because of the flashing issue. But this Sanni Cart Reader, so by default it reads 7 systems out of the box. Let me count this. Do I have this right? Game Boy, Game Boy Color, GBA. That's, although sometimes they count Game Boy and Game Boy Color as one. But anyway, let's say that's 3. NES, Super NES, that's 5. N64, I think that's right. And then Master System and Genesis. So it can dump all those. I wasn't able to find any Master System or Genesis games that I really wanted so far. But you can also, so then it has this big list of other consoles that it can dump with, what did it call it? Well, basically with add-ons, but what they are user-defined adapter boards that you can plug into one of the existing cartridge slots, and then with some adapter that will be able to then socket in a cart from another system, like a Neo Geo Pocket Color cartridge. But the thing is that even though the like PCB making definitions or plans or whatever for those adapter boards have been made by users and put on the GitHub for the Sanni Cart Reader, that doesn't necessarily mean anybody is making those into actual physical boards and selling them to you. So like I did a quick search on eBay for like Sanni Cart Reader adapters or something. I didn't find anything. So unless you were comfortable with making your own adapter boards, I wouldn't get a Sanni Cart Reader and count on being able to dump your Neo Geo Pocket Color or Atari 2600 or HuCard, PC Engine HuCard collection just yet. I suppose you could try asking on the GitHub discussion forum, or the what's the other one called? There's some other one based on the base circuit board this thing uses, but that has a forum thread that is supposedly the developers hang out on. That wouldn't be helpful though. You'd need end users who are actually making this stuff. So yeah, I guess I had vague thoughts about maybe I'll just be able to dump all my Neo Geo Pocket Color cards, but probably not. Not a big deal since I can't really play any of them anyway. Yeah, I should be. I've basically doubled the number of games on my games that I'm gonna be trying to play list. Just with all these cartridge games. So that'll keep me busy with games that I have not put on the channel before for a little while here. Yeah, I better get to sleep though, and maybe I can do another one tomorrow. Thanks for watching this. This is Final Fight 2. Pretty fun so far. I think I feel like I like it more than the arcade ports of Final Fight 1. But we'll see. Carlos seems cool. I didn't have a problem with Carlos. I kind of liked playing him, actually. What is that weird... There's a weird circular pattern underneath Maki there. It almost looks like something with eyes. There's weird, like, mold bubbles or something around the floor. What's that all? Look at the dithering, though. They hecka dithered the floors and walls of this place. So yeah, I was playing this ROM that I dumped from the Japanese cart, playing it in the Mesen emulator. That's Mesen, and I don't remember if they recently released a 2.0 version of Mesen, which is I think it's a pretty thorough revamp it was already a really good emulator for NES and I think Super Nintendo stuff in the 1.x versions, but this 2.0 version seems good too. And also, I hadn't realized this. So it does NES, Super NES, and no, not N64, Game Boy, and Game Boy Color, but not GBA. And then it does PC Engine. I'm not sure how good its PC Engine emulation is so far. When I Googled, like, what's the best PC Engine emulator these days, Google basically told me that, or, gave me results on pages where people were saying that the best PC Engine emulator currently is Mednafen. I don't know how you say that. Which is a kind of hardcore one, like it's command line. You have to enter in command line commands to get stuff going, and took me a little while to get. I was trying to, because I found this weird thing I could do in my actual, Duo console with the CD-ROM of Double Dragon 2 on PC Engine. If I hammered on the buttons for a while, I could get player 2 to spawn in alongside player 1, and then I could control them both with the player 1 joystick, and I had not seen any kind of that being documented anywhere as something you could do in the game, so I don't know what that was. And I thought, well, I'll try it in an emulator, so I tried it in Mednafen, and I couldn't do that in the emulator. So I'm not sure what that is. I know some folks online who do have PC engines, and I'm hoping one of them might be able to try it out on their actual PC Engine console. Because I don't know what's going on with that, because I did have my PC Engine repaired a couple of years ago, and one thing they did was fix up the controller port on it, and I'm just wondering if maybe something in that repair made it so that hammering on the buttons can get the controller to somehow send a player 2 start signal from the player 1 controller, and that confuses the game, and I don't know, weird. Yeah, I don't know. So that needs looking into, but anyway, that's neither here nor anywhere I'm meaning to go. Anyway, tomorrow it will be at least one game that I have not put on the channel before of a ROM that I have dumped from another cart. I guess it'll be either a Game Boy game played in a Super Game Boy ROM, or another SNES. Actually, I think the next one I wanted to do was another SNES beat 'em up, maybe. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. And then I do have an NES game and a N64 game, but I think I'm going to hold off on those. I got a bunch of stuff on SNES to play, so maybe another SNES beat 'em up. Wait, which one was it? What was it? I'm not gonna tell you. I just want to look. I'm just being mean, I guess. I want to look and see what it was for my own reference. I can't even remember. What was I planning on doing next? Oh, that one's not here yet. That one's not here yet. Shoot. Oh, yeah, that one. Oh, that'll be interesting, because that's not a... It's a Western-made beat 'em up, and it's actually by an interesting Western developer. I got a couple of games by kind of interesting Western developers. Yeah, maybe I'll do that one. I'm not sure that one's going to play super well, but we'll see. That's a Super Nintendo game. Maybe I'll do that one next. Anyway, so yeah, this has been Final Fight 2, the Japanese version, which has a few differences, like the Wan with his cleaver, the two women who apparently are replaced by two guys in the US version. Of course, the text isn't in English, but I don't know. It didn't seem like a lot of story going on. What was the other thing? Oh, well, it might have expert mode unlocked from the start, which it sounded like maybe the US version didn't. Not that I'm good enough to play through on expert just yet. And, the ending screens, it didn't. Supposedly the US one has a couple screens telling you to play the harder difficulty, or I don't know what it was. So yeah, anyway, here I am with the I think it was slightly less expensive Japanese version from eBay. Dumped in my cart reader. Okay, I'm gonna go now. That seems like a smart thing to do. Thanks for watching, and more cartridge dumped ROMs to come. So yeah, thanks. See ya.